Quick guys, Kent and Judas just went to go grocery shopping, so I got a little bit of time and I need something to film. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just going to shoot at the mouth and see what happens. God, that kick was fucking awful. That was lame. I'm not trying that again. Might have something to do with the fact I'm wearing skinny jeans. That might have something to do with it. Which, oddly enough, my skinny jeans are too big for me now. I'm still working with the lighting a little bit. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. My God. Does nothing work anymore? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it would help if I wasn't wearing black on black. Check out my arms. Aim swall. Swall. But what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. This is my third, I believe it's my third? I think it's my third. I'm just going to say it's my third Orc-Log. And the reason I'm calling it Orc-Log is because my character that I made, Jakel, is supposed to be a half-orc. And I want to sort of have a thing that's like my own brand. And I'm still working out some of the kinks. I was thinking about doing just like a regular random type of sit-down vlog. But then some aesthetic changes happened. First of all, we got a new TV. And my phone stand would sit on top of the TV and sort of point down at me, so there'd be a nice little view. Well, we've got a flat screen TV now. You can't see me rubbing it, but I'm rubbing it very sensually. I call her Linda. Wait, no I don't. That's weird. That's my grandma's name. I'm not calling a sexual object Linda. And for the record, yes, it is actually a very nice TV. It's a Samsung Smart TV. I can watch... I don't need my Xbox to watch YouTube on my TV anymore. There's already an app for it, and Netflix, and Hulu, and all of this other shit, and my mind is blown. Because we've had this Sharp TV, like Sharp brand. Does Sharp even make TVs anymore? Is it even a company anymore? For all I know, the answer is no. But it was this old tube TV that just sat there, and it was all boxy and shit, and it was perfect for me to hold up my little trinkets and whatnot. That's not the case anymore. So I had to figure out something else to do with the positioning of this camera. Not to mention my phone stand has broken. It doesn't look very broken, but you see how it's got to put a little bit of force into it there. And check here. Yeah, check that out. The wire inside broke. So I put the phone on it and it's just like bwop, bwop. I really need to quit throwing things. So my brilliant ass has decided to fasten push pins and a screw into the wall to hold my phone. So if things are a little different, this is exactly why. And also I'm trying something different in general because the sit-down vlogs I started off with are a little bit boring, to be frank. And I really liked the sort of the direction I was going back when myself and Kat and Judas lived with her parents, and I had it sitting on the wall, and I liked kind of that little commentary style vibe I had going on at that moment. And I haven't really had that a lot since we moved, so now I'm kind of like back into, what do I do with my arms right now? What am I doing? So I kind of got that same vibe going back on here. So we're going to try something else. These Orc-Logs are supposed to be sort of like just a time for me to goof off and catch you up on my life and talk about things that are happening and going on, because I like to have those more sit-down analytical type of things where I do research, but that takes a lot of time to actually put together and put out. So this is something where I can still get something up and hopefully entertain you guys, because thanks to you guys, I actually have somebody to watch my stuff. You're not going to keep coming back if it's boring as fuck. And also, I don't like putting out stuff that's boring as fuck. So here you go. I'm trying to animate a little bit. Animate myself. Yes, we're animating inanimate objects. I mean, I did make a wand recently. I could try that. I don't think it'll work, though. See, I'm not sure if this or the other video that I filmed the other day is going up first, but I made a wand. Just went out and I picked up a little branch and started making it. And something I don't talk about a lot on my channel because I don't want to be really represented the same way as some of the other, like, witchy, new agey type of things, but I'm actually into a lot of that. Like, I have an altar, for Christ's sake. I have an altar. And I've got crystals and stones, and I work with them, and I have sage, and I do cleansings and banishings, and I research all kinds of old magic and spiritual wisdom and stuff, and that's one of my greatest interests. So I can't say necessarily that I'm a witch, per se, but I have an interest in all of these things, and I like to be able to utilize it, and I'm still holding the wand like I'm some kind of conductor. No, a wand does not work the same way as it does in Harry Potter. I can't just, Expelliarmus! It's fun to play around with, yes, don't get me wrong, but it's supposed to focus and channel your energy into one spot for casting circles or sending out your energy for a cleansing or something. So it's supposed to be a tool, not a casting. Like, you can cast, but it's different, and I don't feel like getting off on that tangent right now because that's not what this was supposed to be. But I don't really talk about those things on my channel. I want to, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it without being lumped in with either Spirit Science or Harmony Nice. Those channels are both cool to their own degree, but I don't want to be like them, and there's other things I want to talk about, and why is everything suddenly with an upward inflection at the end, right before the period? I mean, come on, one of my most recent additions to the backdrop of my channel, Metatron's Cube. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's a Metatron's Cube. I'm not sure what to say now. What am I doing with my life? And now I'm wearing a bandana because I was sweating like a beast. Oh, that's not better. I just hope that this bandana isn't representing any gang activity. If anything, I can actually just write off the excuse that I'm Native American and that's something that they do. That's my excuse anyway. It's pissing me off too. It's not form-fitting enough. Tell me I'm pretty! So I'm gonna get this one. That actually looks good. Much better. See the shirt? I find this humorous. I'm playing this out at all, and now I'm feeling very self-conscious. I'm sweating, and... What was I saying? Lighting is pissing me off. Everything is wrong. I feel wrong. I feel icky. Oh! I have something in my eye. Ah! Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, that was unexpected. Okay, now I think I feel better. Because for some reason, if I don't look good and I don't like looking at myself, my gusto and my confidence is just out the window. And apparently, hipster sorcerer is my aesthetic. Actually, that's not accurate. With the skinny jeans and the slippers and the cardigan, I've kind of decided to affectionately coin the term the deathcore dad look. I mean, instead of having a rose on this hand, I've got the 4-star Dragon Ball in this hand. Yes, a fucking hand tattoo of the 4-star Dragon Ball. Because I'm still hip and I'm still metal, but I'm also still a nerd. Big, fat, freaking nerd. But no, part of that is actually since a freaking year ago. I've talked about it a lot on this channel, but I actually really want to put that in focus that. A year ago, I wound up, like, quitting YouTube for a while because I didn't know how to handle negative feedback. And in that time, I actually tried to start this like whole weight loss journey and started doing weight loss updates, and I was working out every freaking day because I had gotten up to 312 pounds, the biggest I had ever been in my entire life. And that was really unsettling for me. And because of that, my self-esteem just like fucking crumbled. It like peeled in on itself and just was like, oh no, I'm not coming out today. And I'm like, no, not today. Like, here's a picture of me from about a year ago on mine and Kat's 5th anniversary in the beginning of February, okay? Picture of me. And now look at me. I'm definitely still not thin per se, but compared to, like, that was 312 pounds, okay? I am now, last I weighed myself like two weeks ago, I was at the psych brain, the shrinker. My words are not working for me. I was at the doctor for my psych meds, just as a random check-in checkup, because even if you don't want anything different, you don't want anything changed, they still want to know how you're doing. And part of that is they want to get your vitals and your weight to see how it's been affecting you on a physical level as well as mental. And since I started the meds I've been on in April, I think then I had lost a little bit of weight. I was down to like 290, something like that, from 312, from January to April. And I started the Adderall in April, and it works as an appetite suppressant. Like, it's pretty much meth. It's meth. Low-grade meth. And it's an appetite suppressant. So I was spending a lot of time not realizing that I wasn't eating, and that wasn't good. Like, my actual doctor, primary care provider, that's what a PCP, another drug. My actual regular doctor, general practice, said, "Oh, that's why you're having stomach problems. You're not eating. That stomach acid is shooting straight through your intestines." So I said, shit, I need to eat. So I've kind of mellowed out from my weight loss, but I've managed to come down to 242 pounds from 312. 70 pounds! I want to give myself a round of applause. 70 pounds. And I did nothing except for get on a better medication that worked better for me. And I wasn't eating. So therefore, regular PSA, be careful about the meds you're taking and if it is causing any changes in your diet or behavior. And if so, make sure that you contact your primary care provider or your doctor, because it might be a sign of something else. Really what it was is I was really depressed and dealing with a bunch of shit at the same time, and a lot of changes were happening at once, and I wasn't eating because I wasn't feeling hungry. So because of that, I was able to lose a bunch of weight, but I needed to eat. So I've been making myself eat, making sure I eat in between doses and whatnot. That way I'm not starving myself. So I can't say that I've really done anything to lose weight other than quit eating so goddamn much. And now my stomach has shrunk to the point I don't even know if I can eat. Actually, no, I cannot eat as much as I did back then. So yeah, I've lost 70 pounds in the last year. It's fantastic. Isn't that fucking thing creepy? It's creepy as fuck. I definitely wanted to upload more, but that holiday hangover video was just so exhausting. I've expended a whole bunch of creative, a lot of creative expression. Not because I'm not creative, it's just I burnt myself out, man. I spent the whole month trying to make this huge Christmas video, trying to bring all kinds of stuff together, and I had to settle on the turning it into a hangover video, because I want to keep doing those, sort of being like flipping through the channels, so to say. And it's like, you're kind of hungover, burnt out from what just happened, so here's your last little goofy taste of it. But man, I burnt myself out. That's why I was putting up more vlogs and shit like that. Because one, I want to get something out to you guys more regularly. For two reasons. One, I want to get you guys something more regularly. You come to me and you, whether you like it or dislike it, I'm still getting watch minutes and clicks and views and shit like that. So I want to get you something more regularly. And if you do like it, you're coming to my channel finding stagnant uploads and boring content. How do I feel about that? I don't want to just crank out random shit, so I want to give you guys something better and something more regular. Second reason, the algorithm likes consistency, and at some point I would be really thrilled if this became my job. Or maybe not just YouTube, but like the internet, working for myself. Because regular 9-to-5 jobs, at least for myself, are fucking soul-crushing. It hurts physically. And that's not why I don't have a job. I don't have a job so I can be stay at home and take care of the kid, which, speaking of, our babysitter quit on us. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yesterday morning we wake up to her calling and saying, "Hi, I just don't, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch Judas anymore. You see, I don't think that, it doesn't feel like you're comfortable with him being here. And it really keeps me up at night, so here's a whole bunch of excuses." You know, normally, like a month, 2 months ago, I would have been absolutely fucking pissed. But right now, since I'm finding myself in a better space mentally, it's really refreshing, not just resorting to being pissed off. I'm just more or less disappointed and frustrated because it's like, lady, are you fucking for real right now? See, what it was, we try to be practical parents. We try to understand, okay, he's a toddler. He's 16 months old right now. So he's going to get into things. He's going to fall. He's going to get bumps and scrapes and bruises. And on his first day at daycare, he was playing with the baby gate. She was tending to one of the other kids who was crying. He pushed up against it because we don't really have baby gates. We don't really have the necessity for a baby gate. And also the baby gate we have is just craptastic, so it wouldn't do any good anyway. He pushed up against it, it fell out, and he slid down the stairs like a fucking toboggan. So, we were a little off-put, like, okay, whatever, but you know, shit happens. She had a logical explanation, and he wasn't hurt. Okay? He really wasn't, and after talking about it, considering it, we decided to send him back, and after time, we realized that wasn't a regular situation. It wasn't going to happen. And also, he was only going 2 days a week. But Kat had said something about it on Facebook, and what she took it as was, oh my God, this woman is thinking I'm abusing her kid, and she's going to call the cops on me, and my job is going to be blah, blah, and she started to panic. And she's not been overly comfortable with Judas being there since, because she's been afraid that we were going to cause a shitstorm for her. And it's like, no, if we didn't want him to be here, he wouldn't be here. And you know what? If that's how she's going to be, he doesn't need to be there anymore. And before anybody has a concern and wants to comment on my parenting, I considered everything thoroughly, and I, with my fiancé, decided to give it a chance because he wasn't hurt. She still told us. Maybe she didn't call and interrupt Kat's work day, but the next time we spoke to her, she let us know. She still informed us, and he wasn't injured. So she wasn't withholding information. So if you want to bring about any negative judgment my way, I'll fucking put a spell on you. I swear to God I will. And it'll be the last spell you ever hear. Actually, you will never hear it because it'll be from over here. But be warned! Be warned. Okay, honestly, that would be black magic, and karma is a thing, and that reverberates when it bounce back on me, and I wouldn't want to be cursed also. Just, you know what? I feel I've gone on long enough. This was very awkward and very random because I'm still getting the ropes of doing this style of video again. So let me know what you think. Let me leave your comments and let me know in the comments below. Or if you want to know when I'm uploading, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I know a lot of YouTubers use Twitter, but I don't really like Twitter, so my Twitter will just automatically generate from YouTube. Oh, Jakel uploaded from YouTube, blah, 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 and there'll be a link there, but I don't really use it. I don't really interact, just it's a little notification saying, hey, he uploaded. But if you want actual more interaction and behind the scenes type of shit, go to my Instagram. Here's a little note right here. That's not a link, it's just what it is, what to look for. But I'll put a link in the description down below. Alright, until next time, much love. Peace out. Namaste. And goodbye.